and see how I go. He will help me, and he'll go with me to Castle Cameras because he's thinking of buying a Fuji camera, because of the colors that Fuji use. But I'm not going to get into that. I don't want to get involved with another system. So they've agreed to take all my other stuff back, but that's why I've got a bit of GAS, by the way, stands for Gear Acquisition Syndrome. It doesn't stand for the gas you're
Thank
thinking.
you for explaining it.
It's so I'm going to do that.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. And if I can't get used to that camera, then I should give up, I think. So that was all.
How many cameras have you got then, Bill?
I can't confess that because my wife might be listening. It's probably about I probably got in my search for the perfect camera, which doesn't exist, like the perfect woman doesn't exist, except for Pam, of course.
Your memory's not that bad, is it?
You can't have a perfect car or a perfect camera or a perfect woman. They just don't exist. But I've been looking for them, not the perfect woman, but or the perfect car. But I've been looking for not the perfect camera, but the easiest one to use. So I'll see how I get on. That was all I wanted to talk about, really.
Yeah.
Have you still got Super 8 or 16 mil?
No. Well, I have got Super 8, and I've still got a Super 8 projector. But most of them I've put on to mini DV.
Yes, yeah.
Transferred them all to mini DV, all my celluloid films, because getting the projector out all the time, and it's not. If you've tried to copy 8mm films, by pointing your camera at the screen, it's not always very good.
No.
If you get it done professionally, it costs you a bomb. Have any of you got films which you transferred to?
Yeah, I've done some in the past, and I find that your main problem is your camera really ought to be where your projector lens is for the best effect. So you got to shift it to one side, and you got then choose a convenient side. But I found that the biggest problem I had was the eye sees a good evenly lit picture across the screen. When you point a camera at it, you get a white ring in the middle.
Yeah.
And the camera senses it, but your eye doesn't see it, or your brain ignores it, But so I found it was a bit of a tussle to try and get rid of this white spot or white circle and choosing the right screen to show it on.
Yeah, it's something the professionals have got, but the equipment must cost a bomb. I think they sell something like it now, but it's about £1,000.
Well, I'll tell you what, when I went to see, we had Maurice Brake, who used to do a lot of this conversion, and he used to do it for the shop in Westbourne. I didn't realise that at first. And he had a simple system in his room, which is left permanently set up. And he had a little gadget, and it was like a 45-degree mirror. And he just used to project onto this 45-degree mirror and then put his camera in at the other angle so that they were entirely separate. And this mirror seemed to work magic. And it wasn't that expensive.
They do sell one now that you can, the reel-to-reel films you used to have?
Yeah.
You can run that through. It's about £50. And it'll put it onto a digital card.
Yeah, yeah. But I think what Bill's saying is Yeah, what Bill's saying is if you have it done professionally, it really properly, where you get that little jiggle in the gate of the cine projector, it does it scene shot by shot, and it uses electronics to square up the jiggle so that it's jiggle free when you see the result. And it does take a long time because you're doing them frame by frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, the quality's good, but it costs you a lot. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Coming back to our YouTube, have you been putting films on our YouTube site?
I
Colin?
have, yes, from the archive.
Oh, right. Only I keep seeing more and more coming on. I'm thinking, where are these coming from? They're good. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing it.
Like a snowstorm, is it?
Yeah, there's loads of them on there. Yeah,
Mm.
lots I haven't seen.
Well, one of the things we were going to talk about, I was hoping Marie would join us, perhaps to, I think the only person who hasn't joined yet, was that we actually went down to Pelham's last Wednesday.
Right.
So I don't know if Pam wants to talk about what we've done.
Yeah, I will. I went to the office and there was people in the office, and luckily it was the woman that's taken over. They are opening up, but at the moment, if you've got a club, you've got a book to go in. So that's the thing. But we did get our keys. She came down and opened it up for us. She gave me her phone number, and Colin and I went down. She came down and she opened up for us. We got the keys eventually. She had a struggle finding the second one, and we got into our lockers. And I hope you got it, Max. I hope you got yours, Dave.
I did. I got it printed off here. Yeah, thanks very much, Pam.
Yeah, we made a new list. It's not everything, mainly because all the leads, it was just not worth listing them. And also, we didn't get back. What happened was when we came out of the office, not the office, the one on the left-hand side, when we came out of there, she locked the door, and it was only just as we were ready to leave that we realized we hadn't checked for the green screen frame. So there's probably a couple more things that could be added to the list. But I think we went through everything, Colin, didn't we?
Yeah.
And
I've updated the inventory.
I've got the inventory, which I sent you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we would be welcome back. Obviously, we still can't go in there because the restrictions are at the moment that only 6 can meet inside at the moment, from 2 households. So the earliest we could actually do anything would be the 21st of June, if things continue as they are at the moment. Now, 21st of June, I think it would be, well, our next meeting, I think, would be at the 28th, I think, or something like that. No, would it be the 23rd or something like that? It's to me, it's too late in the season to go back to the Pelhams for this season.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I think we would be looking to go back to Pelhams in September.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
I think a lot of clubs are doing that, going September, making it September, to start the new year, And also, Colin, we were going to talk about the subs.
Yeah. Well, I was saying to Pam,
Just a minute with the equipment. You've got to put on the bottom of the list that I've got the Blu-ray burner.
yeah.
No, I haven't, because I didn't know that you had the Blu-ray burner until I spoke to you on the phone.
That does need to be
And
added.
by that time, I printed it all.
Yeah.
Just write it in.
But we can perhaps just write that in or something like that.
Pencil it in. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 1 or 2 things I can add because you remember, Pam, we got that box of bits from Peter's wife. And there was a little Fuji stills camera, and I got the serial number here, but there's no charger with it.
Oh. That's
It's in a soft case. Now the charging input looks like something that's fairly familiar when you get your box of bits from with your new camera.
Yeah,
So
remember.
the cable might be with the cables in the club room.
it could be. We just left them.
Yeah,
Didn't we,
yeah.
Colin? We didn't really go through the cables, so we
Yeah.
just left them.
So it's-
We went through everything. We went into under the stage. We checked the trolley bag. That was all okay. Camera and the projector rather. And what else did we do, Colin? We went to there. We went to
both the cupboards.
both the cupboards. Yeah.
So I don't think I hardly had ever gone into that bottom cupboard. I didn't really know what was in there because I never
No.
had to. But you know, as I say, we did check everything, and I was happy. Obviously, the old records we had were out of date. We'd obviously sold a DVD player, presumably, to buy the Blu-ray players.
Yeah.
And never kind of updated that. So
Mhm.
I don't think there's anything untoward. It probably we just haven't kept it well up to date.
That's the trouble, isn't it? I think it wasn't kept. I mean, I don't know the last one that you've got, but I know the last one I got was I think 2014 or 17.
Bother to record CDs or there's quite a few videos with other clubs' films in there that we can watch.
I've got two here, a Syriac one and one from Canada.
It was Syriac 2016.
I think I've put mine in. I've put mine in the bag. Yeah, I've got it.
Colin, can I suggest that we nominate somebody to hold all the DVDs? I mean, I've got quite a lot here.
Have you got the copyright free ones, Max? Because we had copyright.
The CDs.
Yeah.
I did have. I should still have. And I've got a list. I can tell you what all the ones that they are because I've made a list on my PC. So there's the CDs with music, copyright-free music. There's a number of DVDs as well. And again, I've got a list on the computer, which I didn't get out in time. So, but I can add those to your list. Yeah. But we need to nominate someone so they're all together. Otherwise, if they're all split up, you know, we've all got little odds and ends, and they get lost easy.
I think that we did try. I think we did try to spread it around a bit, but nobody seemed to have a lot of space and a lot of room to take us. So we all got a bit, haven't we?
Yeah, but I can understand splitting some of the equipment up, but it doesn't seem to me to make sense to split up your DVD sets so that, you know, you've got 3 people now with DVDs. So, you know, they should all be with one person, like a library, really.
Well, the DVDs are better at the club because that's where we'll show them. We can't.
Yeah.
We can't put.
Well.
We can't put
but bear in mind, Colin, that when they had the shutdown. Unless we would have been quick thinking, they would have all been locked away, and you couldn't have got them for about nearly a year.
But we can't put them on YouTube because there are other clubs' copyright.
Yes. Yeah. And the Syriac one that I've got was already in the cupboard anyway. I just brought it back to see what it was. So that was already.
As I've got the biggest list, I'll go around to everybody and get the names of what they're holding, so that we've got one comprehensive list, and then we'll go on from there, if that's all right. And we can make what I would suggest is these copyright-free CDs. If anybody wants any of the music, that it's easy enough just to run a copy off and give them a copy, then they can keep it. You know, so that somebody's holding the master all the time, and but anybody that wants one can just have a copy at any time. So we can do it that way.
Sounds a good idea, Max.
Okay. Now I've got a sound recorder. That's the Zoom H2 handy recorder, and it comes as a power supply, the recorder itself, comprehensive instructions, sound muff, a silicone jacket. I suppose that's only in case you drop it, it stops it getting damaged. But what's missing again? There's something missing there. Well, a few things missing off that. there's a mic clip adapter, so that you can clip the mic on your person, I guess. That's what it was. But that's missing. Earbuds are missing. USB cable missing, and a stereo Y cable missing. But the two cables might be in the club box.
Yeah.
So there again, you know, we can maybe have a look later on and sort that out. There's also, as far as I know, there's 13 Blu-ray discs, and they look like blanks to me. So, and they're not doing any good sort of sat in the box. So we could sell them off. I don't know whether anybody would agree, sell them off at half price to anybody that's interested.
The Blu-ray disc, well, unrecorded ones.
Unrecorded ones, blank ones, yeah.
Do they need to go to Dave then, perhaps? So if he's got,
Well, yeah, we
he's
you
got
know,
the Blu-ray,
they might as well be held with the
he's got the
recorder.
Blu-ray
Yeah,
drive, then
yeah,
that would probably best if they go to Dave, really.
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
we give them to Dave, and then if they're being used for club use, then you know that's all free. If Dave is using them for personal use, maybe he should make a little contribution, but nothing much. You know, we just. So that's 13 of those. We got, it was the club's anniversary in 2012, and we had parties and all sorts of things. And
Have you got the
remember-
badges?
Yeah, there's
You've got
47.
badges.
There's 47 badges still. We give people, everybody had a badge at the time, but there's still 47 left. And then there's various, in amongst there, there's various club DVDs, show reels, and other odds and ends. So, you know, there's quite a bit there. I'll add it all to Pam's list. Well, what I'll do, Pam, I'll give you a typewritten list, and you can add it, because you made it's a nice font you got there, and you got the list mainly done. So I can give you an updater list to mingle in with it, if you see what I mean. And then we'll do when we issue it, we'll update the date on it, and we should have a comprehensive, up-to-date list then.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, if we go back to Pelham's, obviously we've got the cost of the hall again.
Yes.
I don't think we've actually talked about the hire. Did she actually say what the rates would be?
No, we didn't discuss anything like that at all, because she was going, unfortunately, she was going off to a meeting in the New Forest. So if you remember, she left us, and then her husband was supposed to have come over and locked up after us.
Yeah.
He didn't turn up, did he?
Are you all happy to go back to Pelham's?
Yeah.
Well, before anybody says yes, I can't remember what the round figures of the club funds are, but let's say for notionally it's £500, and it costs just under £28 a night when we go into the club. So you can see you've only got 4 nights, under 4 nights well, 4 nights is over £100. So your club funds are not going to last that long. So we will have to have like an entrance fee. Now, whether we have an entrance fee which covers all the cost, and you can say how many members have got to support £28 a night, or we can say, well, we'll have an entrance fee which covers as much as the cost as we can manage. If it's half the cost or 3/4 the cost, it does extend the life of the club funds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Dave.
the last subs we took didn't cover the whole of the cost of the room, did it? I mean, no.
We said we just have a gentle rundown, but we were doing quite well. Yeah, we were actually.
Yeah, we were keeping on an even keel, weren't we?
Just about, yeah.
But Colin and I had a small discussion about whether we should start our new year, so our yearly fees could start in September rather than Christmas, to bring some money into, Colin was talking about it, to bring some money into the coffers.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps we need an AGM to start with.
We need an AGM.
To agree what we're going to do. But that's,
I've got an alternative to the Pelhams
yeah,
that I did look into. The Kingston Conservative Club.
yes, yeah.
They've got a sports room at the back,
Hmm.
which they hardly ever use in the evenings.
Hmm.
That's possible to use that. The only thing is, if we did that, we'd have to use their big television and a DVD player. I don't know if that would be adequate, would it?
Should
Probably
be.
wouldn't it?
Well, if it's a modern DVD player, you can plug in memory sticks, and it'll read a memory stick the same as a DVD.
Yeah, that's right.
So that it should be all right.
Yeah. I asked about the price. They said, well, you can't actually have the room exclusively for yourselves. But as far as I remember, the television's in a corner, and hardly anybody ever uses it. And they said, as long as they're members of the club, they can use it. Now, to join the club is about £20. So all the members would have to join the club for about £20, and that would be the only outlay.
Yeah. Well,
Just a thought alternative.
it is worth considering.
What about parking, Dave? Is there parking there?
Oh, there's plenty of parking
Yeah.
in the front, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big parking space.
And there's a bar, you can have beer and all sorts of things. Yeah, it was just just an alternative if we run out of money.
Yeah, sounds a good idea, Dave.
I think Pelhams is the best option. It's just, can we afford it?
Yeah, and of course, what we don't know is, come September, they might say, well, we've had a review, we're putting the fees up. Bear in mind, we get a discount of about 50%, so it should cost about £56 a night, really.
Oh, you couldn't do it, could we?
But no. So if they turn around and say our discount's not valid anymore, or if they say, well, the prices are going up and it comes to about £35 a night or something, then it could be a bit out of the question. So we really need to find out what their feelings are on pricing.
I think when I went in to see them, there was 4 of them in there, and they were having a discussion in the office. I think they've only just started to discuss opening the centre. I don't think fees or anything like that had come into it.
No.
I mean, I can phone the lady and I can sort out with her. Perhaps we could have a meeting. The committee could go down and meet her down there and find out exactly what's happening. You know.
But bear in mind, though, most of the other clubs are probably in exactly the same position as us. Yeah. And if they do put the fees up any, they could find that they've got no clubs going.
No.
That's right.
Very few.
Yeah.
Difficult one.
Yeah.
We've also got to think about people like Jim, who have quite a long distance to come to, so we can't go too far away anyway, can we?
That's true. Yeah. Of course, the other thing is if we leave Pelhams, then we've got no storage space.
No,
exactly.
But there again, you see, if we don't need to haul the projector out every evening, and don't need to do other sound things, if for the numbers that are in the club now, and if the television sound and the television itself is quite good enough, then it's just finding a permanent home for the equipment rather than somebody who's got to bring it every meeting.
I suppose we wouldn't be able to put things up like the green screen at all. And
no, they wouldn't be able to do that.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, if you're a club member, you've got the use of the room. I mean,
well, bear in mind that the
somebody's got to get the green screen equipment there.
Yeah, but bear in mind that the Wimborne Club is in difficulties as well. Yeah. And if we said, could we hire their hall to do a green screen film, I'm sure they'd let us do it.
Oh, I'm sure they will. It's only
They're talking about trying to start a junior club up, and if there's any other clubs like a camera club or there's another organisation wants to hire their hall for a few weeks, and they're quite willing to do that.
I think we need a committee meeting, Colin. I think you're right.
Yeah. Now that I think there's, I have an idea. There's an AGM at the Wimbledon Club on Friday.
That's right.
So if you're likely to be going, Dave, you can let us know which direction they're pointing.
well, I'm sure if we wanted to use a green screen, I mean, how many of us are members of the Wimborne Club? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of us at least.
Yeah, most of us are there anyway.
Yeah, actually, me and Barry are going to use it at some time. Do a promotional video of his jazz band. We've asked if we could use it, and they said, "Yeah, you can just use it because we're members."
Oh right.
So we're going to use a green screen, get the jazz band in front of it, take some shots, and then do a promotional film for them.
Yeah.
That's been on the cards for about the last 6 months because they can't get everybody together.
Right.
So should we schedule a committee meeting for next Wednesday?
Yeah, I think we need to. I think we need to do that.
So we'll have a committee meeting and next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Would you like me to book that for next Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock next Wednesday.
Yeah, if you're happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we'll come back to our other members after that.
Right.
But anyway, that's the update at the moment. Unfortunately, I say we still wouldn't be able to get into Pelhams at the moment because the restrictions don't allow at the moment.
No.
Even then, and obviously whether 21st of June is still happening, if with all the variants as well, we've got to wait and see really.
Mm.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
the thought. One of the things I did get out of the archive was a hard drive, hence all the films that have gone onto our YouTube channel, which is nice. I think nice, a bit of history.
Oh,
There was a couple of hard drives. One was had BIAF films on it. So that's more things we can actually show. But again, I can't put them on YouTube because they're not ours. But I have got a lot of historic films on from our archive, which I think is very interesting. Sorry, Dave.
that's right.
Colin, while you were talking there about films of other clubs and organisations going on YouTube,
Yeah.
You remember we put our a number of Syriac
Yeah.
copies on YouTube because we had a meeting with Wimborne.
Yeah.
We did get that letter come through from one of the secretaries giving us a little bit of a ticking off. But I sent a letter of apology straight away, and it's all gone quiet. I haven't heard anything now, so I think it's all smoothed over.
Hopefully
I said we've taken it off.
they've accepted it as a misunderstanding.
Oh yeah.
I know you said that you did ask them if that was all right, didn't you?
Yeah, because I think a lot of clubs were in the same position. They bought the discs, but then they weren't having meetings, so they couldn't show them. And it was getting a bit desperate because the months were rolling by, and then we said, could we put them on YouTube for our own members? But somehow or other they escaped, or somebody come into our website and saw them. They might have still been under the website, but somebody else came in and saw them. And anyway, it's all squared up. It's all squared up now.
Just obviously, so I don't want to cause any more problems.
No.
So I haven't put anything on that I don't believe is part of our club, basically. There was one film by made for Bournemouth Corporation. Of course, I don't know a lot of these films. I don't know some of these films because they're before I joined.
What one was that? Was it about the flower?
Flowers and the gardens.
Yeah, the flower competition.
Ente Flora.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. It was. I don't know if it was just all over the UK, and the idea was it was all the towns and cities competing for the best flower in the gardens, and we submitted one. In fact, you might not know that, but it was seen by some people in Japan, and we did have a number of Japanese people come over to see to the club chairman, as he was then, to discuss and ask how it was all done, because they wanted some hints and tips because they thought it was a brilliant film.
So I'm just putting. So I've actually just put it into. Well, just putting into chat now. The actual film, but I presume it's all. That's all right on our website.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Entente Floreal.
Yeah, on Tom Florio. Yeah.
If you look in chat, you'll see the actual link to that. Does everybody like?
Yeah.
Would everybody like to have a look at that for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
The link's gone.
So I'll mute you now. And obviously unmute yourself when you're finished. All right.
Did everybody have audio?
I did, yes, definitely.
Yeah, I didn't have any audio on that.
Should have done, Dave.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. I've been playing about with the bits and pieces.
I heard it. Nice commentary on it.
Oh. So everybody else got audio? Obviously.
I think most people are still muted at the moment. Did you have mute? Pam,
I couldn't get the film. The link flashed up. I went to click on it and it went, and I didn't get the film.
oh, sorry. I don't know why. I meant SL. It showed for me all right. What about Jim?
Yeah, I got it all right.
You saw all right and heard it all right?
And Bill?
Bill hasn't. He hasn't.
Bill's still muted at the moment.
Undone himself.
He hasn't.
He's
Yeah,
not
that's it.
Well done,
Yeah.
Bill.
I got the sound and the picture.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I didn't get any sound.
Strange.
I haven't.
No.
I haven't put any descriptions against those because I don't know who filmed it or anything like that. There's some credits at the end. Was it Paula Goddard? Was it Paula Goddard who did the narration? But obviously,
Yeah, I think it was a professional narrator.
That would have. Yeah.
And Derek Smith, he was the director, but he probably did most of the filming. But it was all done on like BBC type cameras because they'd all got their big shoulder cameras in those days, which they brought with them when they left the TV companies. So there was about 3 people in the club had those.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was very interesting the history.
yeah, you notice the red arrows were on there.
Yeah.
But we had a tip off that the judges who were judging all the films liked aeroplanes. So that's why the red arrows got in there.
I thought it was nice. Nice record.
And towards the end, there was the choirs and the words and the music was specially written for the film.
All right. Yeah.
Didn't say that on the credits, but it just said that it was a school choir, but it was specially written for the film.
As I put the films on the YouTube channel, but I obviously haven't put any descriptions. If anybody's got any comments they want to put out as to filmmakers or anything like that, one thing I noticed, there's a film called The Weakest Link. I don't know if people remember that.
We did that.
That's had 124 views so far in the 5 days it's been on. So some people have been looking at that.
Wow.
We did that one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Whether they rightly or wrongly, perhaps they typed in the weakest link and
Not us.
Yeah.
But anyway, quite a few films on there of interest, I think.
I've got a couple to put on if anybody's interested.
All right.
There's one on there. Yeah, music to my video. This would be, if you would like to call it music to my video. See if you can identify any of the people in it. I'll try and find it and put it in the chat box.
Okay. Now, it is a members' night, so if anybody else has got anything to show us, you're most welcome to. Jim or Bill, Pam.
No, I'm too busy doing the itineraries. I'm doing the list.
Okay. All right, Pam. You've got an evening coming up anyway, haven't you? Soon, so
Yes, yeah.
There's actually a couple. I think there's about 3 Christmas parties that were quite interesting to look at, and some outings which I thought was interesting.
Yes.
I was looking at. Was it Kinston Common?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a nice.
That was a nice outing.
Afternoon out, wasn't it?
Mm.
Showing orchids and things like that. I did see Max there.
Yeah.
Max and Peter and I think
I was there. Derek was there.
about 2009 was that?
Mm.
Yeah, you might be interested that the warden gave us a guided tour, and when we got round by the orchids, he said each one has got a satellite location data on it, so that they know exactly where it is. So they go out the next year to find out if it's still there.
Mm.
But I bet that's all gone by the board now.
Oh, it's been left a bit. I've been
Yeah.
over there and it's not the same anymore.
No.
Mm.
No.
So,
Well, it's in the chat box.
so shall we watch that now?
That music to my video, I should think that's what I would call it anyway. So see if you recognise any of the people in it.
I've lost the link, Dave.
Oh,
It's gone.
how's that?
Okay, Dave.
It came up, now it's gone.
Well,
Hang on.
I'll do something.
It should be in chat, Pam, isn't it?
Allows you to see everything from miles away and take spectacular pictures.
I haven't got it.
If you still not got it, Pam.
No. What have I got to go into chat? Let's go into chat.
Yeah.
Dave linked it again.
Well, the link's it twice, yeah.
Oh, I've got it now.
All right. So I'll mute everybody. If you watch that
which-
now, Pam.
Which one is it? The bottom one.
Oh, they're both the same, yeah. There's two there.
Okay, right then.
I'm
Mhm.
just muting you all right?
Yeah, let's have a
Or Jim,
Okay,
you saw it all right?
yeah, smashing.
Dave,
Music to my video, will it? I've still got no sound.
dancing on the ceiling, wasn't it?
That's it. Lionel Richie.
I had the sound and the film this time.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah.
Still no sound.
And it was
People-
great.
So how many people did you recognise then? There's loads of them, wasn't there?
All sorts.
That was good editing, wasn't it? Good editing, I thought.
Have you finished, Bill? Can you unmute yourself, please? That's it, Bill.
Yeah, I thought it was cut to the beat well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cut very well to the beat.
Very good editing there.
Hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. It's strange, isn't it?
you still couldn't hear any audio.
I can hear all this audio, but I can't get anything out of YouTube. No audio.
All right,
I've been playing about with all the settings.
because that seems odd that you couldn't get any out of the first film or that one.
Yeah, it does seem odd, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Earlier in the evening, I was doing all right.
I've actually put another link in the chat for the one for Kinston Common. If anybody have a look at that one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So if I try and mute you all again and have a look at that
Yep.
one.
Okay.
Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, that was interesting. Hmm.
Can you hear me?
Right, I'm with you.
Well, Laurie.
Yeah. John Wilcox.
So I
Can
don't
you
know.
hear me?
I don't know everybody there.
Can anybody hear me? Hello? Anybody hear
Yeah.
me?
I
Yeah,
can hear you.
All
No.
right.
loud and clear.
Oh, I've been playing about with it all. That's all.
Who narrated that?
Brian.
Brian.
Lacey. Yeah,
Brian took the film, edited it, and did the narration as well.
yeah. Because I was there, but I was doing a lot of filming.
Hmm.
Derek
Oh.
was there. There was Derek. I can't remember the name of the girl the woman that came with her 2 sons. Can you remember? She had her 2 sons. She was there.
Yeah. Were they the ones that were doing the Duke of Edinburgh
Yeah.
Award?
Yeah, yeah, they were there. Of course, there was Laurie, John Wilcox.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other couple. Oh God.
The husband and wife there. He did a sailing
Yeah.
film going to France.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Then they went to Australia.
he organised the singers.
Yes. Yeah, and I can't think of his name at the moment.
No, it's gone for a minute.
I can write them all down because I've got them here. I can always look them up.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Well, if you got extra information, it'd be nice if you could add it to the description.
Don't talk to me about ease and liability. Do you know?
Oh.
you want the information, Colin, of the people that were there?
Well, I said it's like it doesn't. It just said Kingston Common 2019. Sorry,
Yeah.
2009. But so I recognise a few people, but like I didn't. It doesn't say at the end who narrated it or who filmed it.
No. No, because they were. What happened was they were just competition films. We went down. I mean, we made a film. I've got a film of that. But it was competition films, and of course they didn't put down who. But I can give you the names of the people that were there.
If you struggle on any, Pam, I'll help you.
Okay, thank you.
To me, it'd be just nice because I say on YouTube. You can actually put description on it. And I think yes, it would be nice to put who some of these people are and who filmed it.
Yeah.
Because
I know all of them. It's just that I can't remember their names.
no. There's obviously there's people I recognise, but I don't recognise very many people at all. And I didn't know it. I say it doesn't say at the end who filmed it.
No, Brian Lacey filmed it and edited it.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting because I didn't know there was a common down there.
Yeah.
Do you know exactly where it is?
It's where the Kinston Cemetery is. Do you know where
Well, I didn't know until about 6 months ago. And I could actually sort of walk there.
Oh, yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
When you think it was so close to where we were meeting,
Well, it's within half a mile of the club room.
Yeah. And we parked. The swimming bars were still up, weren't they? And we parked in the car park in the swimming bars.
Yeah.
Oh. The good old days.
Good old days. Anyway, everybody, I'm going to leave you now. I'm so tired.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice to see you, Pam.
Nice to see you, Pam.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of the evening, everybody.
I'll send out a invite for committee meeting next week, Pam. All right?
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
I've got it written down. 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Zoom meeting. Yeah, fine. We're having it on Zoom, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Speak to you
Next week.
four of us. Okay. Anyway, good night, everybody.
Bye then. Good night.
Good night.
Righty-ho.
I've got one in the chat box.
Okay.
You want to have a look? Anybody heard of Jethro,
Yeah.
the Cornish comedian?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
He was on Des O'Connor.
Mm.
I've got a film of that. Would you like to see that?
Yeah, we can do. Yeah.
A bit of comedy.
Have you put any bleepers in, Dave?
No, there's no bleepers in this one because it's in Des O'Connor.
Oh,
The other one you just have to put a lot of bleepers in. But
Well, you don't have any sound anyway.
Right, okay, it's in the chat box.
Okay, I'll mute everybody again. All right.
Okay.
See you at the end of it. All right.
Yep.
very enjoyable. Mm.
Good, isn't he? It's good.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. You've seen him before, Colin, I suppose, haven't you?
Sorry,
You've seen him before.
I've seen him in other things before. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, if you go onto YouTube, there's a lot of his shows on there. And
Yeah.
I think he's one of the funniest comedians, I think so.
Mm.
Because
Yeah,
they're all stupid jokes, aren't they, really?
sometimes think there's nobody like that nowadays. You know.
No. They used to be good, didn't they? I mean, there was Mike Reid, he was good, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Jim Davidson.
Mm.
Yeah.
Jasper Carrot.
Jasper Carrot, yeah. Of course, Billy Connolly, and yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
No, I don't think there's anybody like that now.
Mm. Have you finished, Bill? Do you want to unmute yourself again? Is that all right?
All right. Yeah.
And what do you think, Bill?
Hmm?
What do you think? Was that funny?
Very funny. Yeah, he's got a good sense of humour.
Yeah.
And when he says, "Oh, what happened was,"
And what that was,
Yeah.
I think one of the funniest ones is the one, he gets the train to Camborne, doesn't he? And the train don't go to Camborne Wednesdays.
oh,
And I say, if you go on YouTube and type in Jethro, you get a lot on there.
yeah. Because the old Cornish dialect makes you laugh as well.
Oh yeah, and it's the
The
way.
way he plays on that.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, very funny.
Something I've always wanted is to hear the same joke being told by different dialects all around the country and see if it's as funny in all of them.
I don't think it's very good in German.
No. Good old Yorkshire or Lancashire might be a laugh.
no.
Have you watched that program, Would I Lie to You? No? There's a German bloke on there sometimes called Hemming, I think his name is. And he says things and they all look at him. He says, I think it lost something in the translation. He goes off in a tangent, you know.
Yeah.
I quite like the reruns of Faulty Towers,
Oh, they're good, aren't
where that little kid says it's the wrong shaped chips.
they? Yes. See, they're funny, aren't they? I suppose you could say they're political and you shouldn't watch them and one thing or another, but I don't know. I don't think people really take offence, do they? When you talk about the Germans and things like that.
I mean, they remade a new one of Dad's Army,
Oh, did they?
but it wasn't as funny as the original.
No. It was the first lot of characters were so well chosen.
Yeah.
I think it was the characters, wasn't it? It was the characters.
Yeah. They had a German in that, didn't they? And he said, your name will go on the list.
That's right.
Don't tell him, Pike.
I thought you said your memory's going, Bill.
Hmm?
I thought you said your memory was going.
I can remember everything that happened years ago, but I can't remember what I had for lunch today.
I don't think I'm far off you then.
It's my short-term memory that's bad, but I can remember so much, and I have very vivid dreams now. And when I wake up, I think, was that real or was it a dream? And it seems so real to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. And then there's another weird thing happens. I look at a television program and I think, although my wife assures me I've never seen it before, I seem to know all the plot. Mm-hmm. But I think it's because all the plots these days they're all the same. You know, they don't seem to be new ideas, do they?
No, I mean, there can only be so many plots, can't there? And
Yeah,
if you read books as well,
yeah.
yeah.
But I do have very vivid dreams now.
Are they nice dreams, Bill?
Hmm?
Are they nice dreams?
All the nice ones seem to finish too soon.
Oh, there's a shame. There's a shame.
It's usually the ones that have got girls in, and I think, oh, that finished too soon.
Oh, it's a shame. Well, you've not lost your sense of humour anyway.
No.
Yeah.
So, Jim, what television do you like watching then?
Me? Well, I like the comedies. And I also like watching the old Frosty Frost and things like that.
Mm.
I've got a box set of Don't It Ain't Half Hot, Mum. I think
Oh.
Yeah.
my dad was out in Burma, and he reckons it's really as it was.
Yes, I'm sure it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do any of you watch Talking Pictures?
Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Where they show on Saturday mornings, they show the old serials I used to watch as a kid.
Oh, not Roy Rogers.
Yeah, Roy Rogers, that's right.
And Tom Mix.
And Gabby Hayes.
Gabby Hayes, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll have to, Saturday morning, I'll have to do that.
Yeah,
Did we all go to Saturday morning pictures? I did.
I used to go to the Modern.
Well, I was up in Essex, so I went to, I don't know what I went to.
Used to have the Modern Cinema in Winton.
Hmm.
And I used to go there, and we used to buy cakes and sit up in the balcony and throw all the poor kids down below.
I think we all used to do it. And if you're not quiet, you won't get your cereal. Yeah. Dan Dare, Pilot of the Future, wasn't it? One of them?
Dan Dare, yeah. He was in the Eagle.
That's it. With the
Yeah.
Mekon, wasn't it? The Mekon is a
Econ, that's right.
Now, 2 weeks ago, on Radio 4 Extra on a Saturday evening, they had a half-hour program all about the Eagle comic, and that was followed by instalment 1 of a Dan Dare story.
Oh.
And then a week later, they had instalment 2, and now this Saturday, that's the first one of the second story. So I tipped Keith off because Keith is very fond of Eagle and Dan Dare, and he's recording them.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah. So there's the Mekon and the Theorons and all the things going on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the 50s were very good years, really, just after,
Oh, I think they were.
when the Queen Elizabeth, it was sort of like the new Elizabethan age, they said, when our Queen was crowned.
Hmm.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you like the cutaway pictures in the centre of the Eagle of the aircraft carriers and aircraft and all sorts of different things?
Yeah.
And in fact, I didn't realise that they were asking questions in the Houses of Parliament how they got hold of all these secrets. But they weren't secrets. I mean, the chap that drew them, he knew the outline of it and he guessed what was inside, but his guesses were so accurate that it got the government's worried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got Pinnacle 24 and I've been doing some titling on it. I don't know if anybody wants me to do a sort of tutorial on titling sometime.
Yeah.
I've also got another one called Bluff Titler.
Which one's the easiest to use, Dave?
As regards what?
Well, you know, if you just went in with, because Brian Cope bought Bluff Titler as it come out about sort of 15 years ago, and but he said it was ever so difficult to learn and use. Well, he felt it was.
Well, it's not that hard.
But he got some good results.
I can, if you like, put it on, shall I? Shall I share my screen and put it on?
Yeah.
If anybody's got anything else to do.
Yeah, if you're going to do it now. Yeah.
I'll just do the. So I'll share my screen, don't I? Bloody hell, what's that? That's not shared screen, is it? Right, where are we?
That's your halo lighting up, Dave.
Yeah, where are we? Share screen. Oh, right, you got, what we got here? We'll get rid of some of this, won't we?
Who's that then, Dave?
That's right, I don't know. Oh, there we are. That's the Bluff Titler. You see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Play. Oh, let's have a. No, no, okay. Yep, try that one. Oh, God, he's doing some shows. Right, there's all the shows and whatever. We'll go to I don't know, that one. Lighting. Video titling.
Is this all part of Pinnacle then, or
No, this is a separate one.
a separate program? Yeah.
Separate program.
Is it free?
No, it costs you about £30, but I've had it for some years now.
Mm.
I'll change it. Go for a different one, easier one. Shows. That's a different one. That's a different title. Now you can. I don't think they're all on here. Oh, we are. Text. Buff titler. So you can get rid of that. Type in whatever you want to type in. And then that's your title.
Looks like it's from somewhere in Hawaii.
Yeah, then you can what's that doing there? Get rid of that. What can we have? That one. That's another one. Another title.
Yeah, some nice lighting effects.
Shadows. This another one. So text. Get rid of that, and you can type in change the position of it,
Mm.
up and down and whatever. You should be able to change that jumper, isn't it? Text J. Oh, I see. Get rid of J and put B, bumper. As you can see, there's lots and lots of different things you can do. Trying to find a good one. Oh, what's that one?
Does Pinnacle have much titling facility, or
It's got quite a lot.
Mm.
That one you can change the fonts on that. If you go down there, you can, it'll all come up. Dynamic content and everything. Camera and so you just go onto there. Where's it gone? You just save it and then put it onto wherever you want to put it on.
Mm. Mm.
Do you want me to go through the? Do you want to put Pinnacle on for a minute?
Yeah, okay.
Come on. Lost it now. What is it called?
trying to read what's on your T-shirt?
Pinnacle. Right, there we are.
Dave Wordsmith.
Oh, this is what Barry wanted. Title. There we go. Got that in the way, haven't I? I'm not that good at it, as you can see.
Do you like keyframe the words, Dave, and then tell
Yeah.
it where to start and where to finish, and then adjust the length of it to give you the speed of operation?
That's right. It's using keyframes.
Yeah, yeah.
And come back there and you've got colour. Change the text if you want to.
Oh, that's smart.
And then, all right, if you play that,
Mm.
see, what's that? Whoops. Can have that flying about as well. Yeah, that's how that works.
If he gets out of control, he'll have a screen full of space debris.
Well, that's right. And you just have to get rid of it all, don't you? You have material gallery. Well, yeah, another thing there. You make it look like plastic or something. Oh, that's that, isn't it? I don't want to be that. Oh, so there we are.
Well, it's got quite a range of different things in there.
Yeah, it's quite a range. Yeah, you get the.
Obviously got more range on that other program as well, haven't you, really?
Yeah, well, that other program has got pre-selected fonts and things. It's all done for you. You just have to fill in the text, basically. You can put other bits and pieces on it, but yeah.
I've got a question. Have we got many entries for next week? Sorry, the next meeting, I should say.
I haven't got one yet. No.
I hope to get one ready.
All right.
It'll only take a minute.
Yeah, that's right.
What about Jim? Have you got a minute film, Jim?
No, not after the last contest.
But what happened with the last one then?
Hey,
What happened with the last one?
well, I asked for the specific specifications for it, and it said 6 minutes, a minimum of 2 sounds, and no titles or anything. So I made a film like that. Actually, that film was already made for me, my granddaughter, and I changed it so it was in spec. When we got the contest, it all got titles on and sound on. So
I don't know where you got the titles bit. That shouldn't have appeared anywhere. Because there's normal titles. Just
I mean, they might not be at the start of it, but it was a title, and I think it was. Yeah. They worked them in the middle. I don't know. I'm not a competitive person anyway, so I got my nickname, as far as I know, is Neil Poir.
Neil Poir. I like that. I don't think that's true, Jim. Let's make it a challenge, shall we, instead of a competition?
I started out filming with a standard 8 cine camera, a splicer, and all that. And I used to make my titles up. I had a drawing board at home because that was my job, and I used to make my titles up and film them on the lounge carpet. And I've been making films ever since, and I've only ever had a second place in one competition. That's why I got the thing of Nil Poir.
I think you won one of them, didn't you, Jim?
Oh?
Didn't you win one the other week? The month, I thought you won one. Or come second.
No.
We'll go in for this one and we'll make sure you win. How about that?
Yeah. I'm not bothered.
Let's put your one in.
I was so chuffed with that little film, and it got Nil Poir. I thought, well, you know, I can't do any better than that, so I might as well not bother.
Oh.
We enjoyed your film, Jim.
Yeah, we enjoyed it.
We enjoyed your film.
I had a film to go in actually. I made years ago a 1 minute competition film. I thought I'll put that one in, but I can't get it up onto YouTube. It's the only record I've got is a DVD. So I'm gonna have to try and upload the DVD onto my computer and then try and get it onto YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll give up, it's that's all right. I like looking at the others.
Yeah. I might have said before, but the last long time ago I did the 1 minute film, and I've been trying to make a film all about Corfe Castle Village, a 6 minute one. And I've been over a couple of times, but I couldn't get enough footage to do the 6 minutes, not after it was edited anyway. So when the 1 minute film come up, I thought, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll snip out all the best short bits and put them together. I called it Corfe Mixture. It did all right, People said, "Where did you find all these bits?" Because I was filming all the little nooks and crannies, and all the odd things. And where people said, "Well, I've been to Corfe and I've never seen that," but it was all there,
When I joined this club, I thought, oh, I might get a chance here because they're all friendly sorts,
Well, I don't usually do very well, Jim, and it's because I don't put narrations on, you see, and that knocks me out of a lot of competitions. If I put some narrations in, I'm sure I'd do a lot better. But I put them in just as a little fill in and something different. And now and again, I make a second.
I tend to put the films in because if you don't have a good evening, do you? If everybody puts a film in, good, bad, or indifferent.
Well, not only that,
if everybody thinks I won't bother,
doesn't it, Dave? You practice and you're trying to practice up to a standard. And if you don't come anywhere, you still learn a lot. And you look back over a few months or years and you think, crikey, I found I can do that a lot easier now. Or, you think different.
Oh, yeah. I tend to get disqualified at the Wimborne Club.
What is that?
Whatever reasons, I don't know. What I want, what I produce, they don't want.
Well, you don't read the rule book.
I don't read the rule book, and I'm not too bothered, really. I'll make the film and I like it, so I'll put it in.
I find I make a lot of films for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't, I was saying the other day, I made a film from I was in China and went out cormorant fishing at night. And I was filming the boat along the float alongside us. And I, obviously I was on my own. Well, I was in a group, but I was on my own. And I should have got some cutaways, but I didn't. So it's more interesting. The film's more interesting to myself, but it's not an entry because it should have had cutaways.
Well, of course they are. Yeah, they're more interesting. Yeah.
And I think a lot of times you just can't do these things.
Yeah.
I would really need another trip out there to film cutaways for it.
Well, Wimborne had last week, I think it was the week before. They invite everybody in turn to put a film in.
Yeah.
And I put a film in about Bournemouth for about half an hour. But that was a long one, what I cut down. I think it went down all right. I put it in because I liked it. It's colourful.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can show that sometime, I suppose. Half-hour film.
How long did it take to load onto YouTube then, Dave? A half-hour film.
Oh, blimey, about just over an hour.
Did it?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I just put it on and let it go. It'll take forever.
That's what I've been doing with the archive films. Probably been setting at 5 at a time and just letting them go, you know,
Yeah,
just let them go until they finish, really.
they do take a while, though, don't they?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Mm.
I was ever so disappointed with YouTube because I thought, oh, that's the answer to my prayers, because a lot of our families spread around the country, and I could, like that film of Killian, I could put it up on YouTube and give them the reference and they can watch it. Save me sending DVDs,
Yeah,
but it doesn't work. It's my granddaughter. I think she's only got a tablet, mine. She hasn't got a laptop, and she's put that number in, and it just refers her to the club website. She just can't find it. So
well, that's strange.
yeah,
If you
as
put
I
that,
say, I'm giving up on it. It's all blooming Greek to me.
when she gets it, Jim, is it in blue type or is it just black?
The link.
The link.
Hang on.
Is the link? Is it in blue?
Yeah,
Comes out in blue.
blue, yeah.
You've done it right then.
She can't. I'm redoing it, putting titles on and everything, and send her a hard disk.
The other thing, Jim, when you're making the film and you're putting it onto YouTube, you can select three levels of
Security.
security. And if you put the 2 higher levels on, that might happen. You've got to have it open more or less for everyone to see.
Need it public.
Yeah, public. And then you put the link in and she'll be able to see it then. I just started to doing that, and I've sent one up. I've sent 3 out, and the furthest I've got so far is sending one to Germany, and that's worked all right as well.
I mean, that one about Killian, of course, the problem with that is the music. YouTube picked it up, and it's copyright music.
Yeah, it does that to me because I tend to use commercial CDs, and it says there is a copyright issue, but if it's just if you're not making money out of it, they don't seem to bother too much because I just do it and send it. Sometimes they give me a message and say that an advertiser might, or the person whose copyright it is, might put an advert in over the top of my at the start of my film, but that hasn't happened yet, as far as I know.
Of the films I actually put on from the archive, there's a few that if you look at our YouTube channel, there's a few that have come up as copyright claim.
Yes, what?
There's one that's come up as copyright claim and blocked, which is Dax videos. Now,
Dax.
I don't know whether we can watch that or not. I don't know why it's come up as.
Did you say Dax? DAX?
DAX videos. One of Dave DeCosta's ones.
Yeah. No, he was he was involved in the music trade, I think, and a lot of these music producers used to send him a load of free DVDs, free CDs.
Yeah. So it's so when I try and open that one, it's
put it in.
So I don't know why that one is being blocked. You know, all above all the other ones I put on. Yeah,
strange, isn't it? There must have been I think a lot of people don't bother too much if it's just for amateur use. Yeah. But maybe one of the music makers have just got a total block on anything unless you paid your copyright.
But that I did get that. You know, it's obviously I can't do anything about it. Well, not going to do anything about it anyway.
No.
I suppose we ought to perhaps delete it. I suppose, but it's a shame because obviously that, but I'm finding that quite a few of the films are repeated on different kind of under different things. There's quite a few David DaCosta ones on the archive. But certainly have a look at yourselves if that's when you got a chance. So,
Yeah. Colin, can I ask you if you've got these hard drives for the club?
Yeah.
Could you look on there and see if there's a title called Time for Tea?
I don't think so. I never saw that. But
Because that was a club collaboration film.
Everything that's on those hard drives is now on YouTube.
Oh right. Oh, you've been working hard then.
Yeah, I did get on with it. I said with YouTube, you can, I think you set up about 6. You know, you can import or set about 6 going at a time. Just wait for them all to finish, basically, and then do another 6 or whatever. But yes, it does take hours at times.
Yeah.
We picked up the hard drive on the Wednesday. I think I came back in the Wednesday evening and set some of them going, and I thought it was, you know, some of them would finish quite quickly, but it was gone 11 o'clock before, you know, they were still uploading at 11 o'clock at night, and so I learned not to do it that late. But yeah, you know, but as you say, it's something you can let the computer, once you set them up, you let the computer do it.
Yeah. Just go have a tea or watch the television. Yeah.
I was pleased to get it done anyway, because it's a record for the club, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
But I don't remember anyone with that name, because I do remember you saying, I think last meeting, that somebody was looking for that film, weren't they?
That's right. It's Barbara, who was and her husband, and they were ex-members of our club, and she just wants to see the film again. But she was a good script writer. It might have been something that she wrote, because I can't remember her being in it.
What was it again? Tea for?
Time for Tea.
I'm just looking through. Obviously, I think perhaps when we have Pam's meeting, Pam might kind of go into the archive a bit. For a few of them. No, running down there, I can't see anything there with that name. It seemed to be ranked up to about 2012. That archive was. That was on the hard disk that was Mac, written for Mac.
Right.
I remember Peter saying to me, "Oh, can you convert them to Windows?"
Yeah,
that's right. I remember that.
And I did convert them to Windows on another hard drive, but I don't know where that hard drive is. But it's still the same. It'll still be the same films because, you know, I've used the Mac to take them all off anyway. So the only one I couldn't do was there was some green screen material for On the Bus.
Yes, I remember that.
There wasn't a complete film, only the green screen shots for it. So
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
But I don't know whether anybody's got the full film. Pam seemed to think it was never finished off.
No, I don't think it was.
So I haven't done anything with those because it is just the like the green screen shots for it.
I think the idea was with that one that everybody was to film it and then put the film together. That was the idea.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Anyway, they're all there. So how many? We've got 54 members videos now. And
you've done very well, Colin.
Oh, crikey. Yeah.
But, you know, it's nice to have them like that, isn't it? Because we can use them for evenings to watch whatever.
Yes, yeah.
You talked about the 20th anniversary party in 2012. Well, there's a video of that, isn't there?
Mm.
Uh, so, you know, to me, it's nice to have them all on there. The BFVC video show. Do you remember that?
The video show
Yeah.
was that the when we did it down at the hotel. We had
There's a video of that.
yeah, 2 separate years we did that and had a big show down there.
Mm.
And there was coaches coming from all Brighton way and right the way down in the West Country come up to see that.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a little video of that. Visit to Canford School. Stourval Valley Way. So there's a lot of things I think we can watch at some stage.
yeah.
Interesting film about Bournemouth Airport. The museum there. I didn't know there's a museum.
Well, that was that was actually on the airport site. They moved along the perimeter road now, and it's not quite the same. But when it was actually on the site, we had an evening there as one of our club outings, and we all went along and we took some nice bits of film there.
Yeah.
And we went in the big workshop where they refurbished some of the planes.
Well, some of
That
these
was good.
I think we, you know, I know we talked about the Syriac ones, but it would be nice to revisit some of these films, I think, as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes, I think it would.
Well, it probably sparked quite a bit of my memory as to what went on behind the scenes, and I could probably fill in some of the detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've obviously put the titles on that were on the actual drive, but you know, because I don't know all the ins and outs of it, I haven't been able to put any description as such to them. But you know, I think there's some interesting things there.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose over the years, I mean, I've been a member since about 1994, and we've been up to all sorts of things over the years.
There was Brandon's puppets and things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember anybody. You know, obviously that was before my time. Oh, Brandon's monkeys. And Pelham's puppets and Brandon's monkeys.
There was one where I think it's Pelham's puppets where we filmed, and it was like an American sort of hoedown, and they were in this hay barn and singing these country and western. But Dave started to do it, and then Dave DaCosta, and then he realised we might be breaching the copyright, so he rewrote the music, and it sounded very much the same, but it was different, and he rewrote some of the words. So we got around the copyright.
So I think there's a lot of things there we can perhaps look at, you know, future meetings and things like that. I think Pam perhaps would dive into, well, perhaps use some of those things for her evening.
Well, it makes it easier for her if they're all there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already on YouTube.
Right, Chairman, I'm going to have to go. I've got an early get up.
Rightio.
Thanks very much.
Good night, Jim.
Take care, Jim.
Jim.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye then.
Bye for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I must leave you all now as well. But I'll be seeing some of you on the committee next week then on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll have a discussion about the the Pelham situation, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is Pam going to? Do you think she'll contact them and find out if there's any pricing difference, or will we know that in time?
I can ask her to do that. I felt it was too early to book anyway, because I say it's a bit uncertain.
Well, it is really. I mean, maybe they don't know yet. I mean, but things could change between now and September because it's a few months off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we haven't really done anything about that. I just felt it was quite nice to have got in there at least anyway and done the inventory.
Oh yeah, well that was good. That was well done. Yeah.
And
Okay, folks, cheerio.
Right.
Nice.
Cheerio, Max.
Cheerio, bye for now.
so Bill,
Yeah.
I'll try and get in touch with you about getting your film onto YouTube.
YouTube. Thanks very much, Colin.
When's the best time to kind of meet up with by Zoom?
Well, after the weekend,
After the weekend, right?
because it's bank holiday weekend,
Well,
isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Morning or afternoon or what?
doesn't matter. I'm normally here.
Okay.
Now I can't drive. I can't go anywhere anyway, unless my wife drives me somewhere. But you
Yeah.
know,
So I'll email you and see when it's the best time to do it.
yeah, probably from Tuesday onwards.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. Thanks, Colin.
Okay. All the best.
Yeah. Thank you, Dave.
Good night, Bill.
Yeah.
Colin, you still doing puzzles?
Sorry. Say again, Dave.
Are you still doing puzzles?
Not at the moment. No, I've done one of yours,
All right.
but not the other one. I did the backward hairdresser shop.
All right.
Did you want it back at the moment? Or
No, I don't want them back. You keep them or pass them on. I just didn't know if you wanted any more.
I've been decorating my hallway
Oh,
last 3 weeks, so that's been fairly constant. When it's nice weather, I try and go out for a walk most mornings.
yeah.
Well,
if I'm passing, I'll give you a ring and I'll drop one in. You can always put it in the cupboard, can't you?
Yeah. I
Do
haven't
that for the day.
I say I did the one and I enjoyed doing that one, but I said I've been busy with other things really, and when
Well, that's good.
when the weather's nice, I went out today because the forecast was supposed to be all right, but I was a bit worried because it looked a bit cloudy.
Yeah, it was funny, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, puzzles are there for a bad day, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, we do them, but only if it's bad or nothing to do.
So I would probably perhaps wait till the autumn again, perhaps.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Thank you, Dave. I did enjoy doing that backward one.
good.
But I haven't started the other one yet.
That's okay.
Trouble is, once you start, you can't put it down.
That's the trouble, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you next Wednesday then.
All right, Dave. All right.
Good night, Colin.
Yes.